Hi everyone. Iran, Israel and US war has left us with several questions. And we, as a professional of supply chain and operations management, I think on this responsibility to look behind what has happened and moving forward, what should be the lessons learned. So in this video, I will be completely talking about it, that how we can plan our energy security in future so that we do not encounter any kind of crisis like we have seen this time. So friends, to start with, I would like to talk about one of the article which was published in MIT Sloan's Business Review Journal by Professor Sunil Chopra and Professor Manmohan Sodhi. In this paper talks about managing risk to avoid supply chain breakdown. And in the beginning of this paper, they talk about two events which were unfortunate and happened because of just one disruption. And the disruption was the Philips factory where there was fire, and because of which Nokia, which all of us know was a manufacturer of mobile phones, and another company was Ericsson. So both of them were taking their chips from this Philips factory. Nokia's supply chain formation was different. They had multiple suppliers, because of which they suffered a little because of this disruption, wherein Ericsson had a single supplier, that was the Philips only, and because of this crisis their supply chain suffered a devastating loss of $400 million of sales, and that left company in a very weak situation. So how should we connect this to our current supply chain crisis of LPG gas that has happened to us, and what should be our lessons learned? So moving forward, I would like to talk about the risk management planning. So what is a risk planning for a country like India? How had been our risk planning with respect to a very critical supply chain of gasoline for us? I think it was not good. It did not serve the purpose that it should have been. Why I'm saying that this is not good? The reason is simple, because thousands and millions of our migrant workers had to move back to their villages because of the shortage of this LPG. That means when we decided to purchase this LPG or import this LPG from Middle East, we forgot that this Strait of Hormuz, which had been a challenge in the past, can be a challenge in the future also, because Iran, Israel and US had not been in a good relation for so many years. So now moving forward, we have to focus on supply diversification. Doing that will bring more resilience in our supply chain, and we should be having more of our suppliers sitting in Russia, in Venezuela, in US, or maybe in the different other parts of the world. So my first lesson that I've learned and would like to communicate to you is that we'll have to build the resilience in our supply chain in moving forward. The second thing that I would like to talk about is building the capacity at home. That means in supply chain, capacity building is a very important decision. And we know that the LPG that we import is 90% of our imports that comes through the Strait of Hormuz. However, in the total, the imports contribute to 60%, and at home we produce 40%, which means not just we have to diversify the suppliers for having more and more of this energy coming from different parts of the world. In-house 40% of the production has to be increased also. And I must say that at this point of time, when our country is facing this crisis and our people are saying we are ready to pay more for this LPG gas, so we can build this capacity and win the trust of the people that in future it is not going to be shortened, and they must be in agreement in saying that we want to leave our subsidies, but we want the continuous supply of this LPG gas. So in my view, we have to invest more and more in this capacity of LPG production. And the third important thing that we should be working upon is enhancing the capabilities of our supply chain, which means we have to look for the alternative sources of energy and that to be, in particular, our renewable sources. We have sunlight for more than 8 months of a year, which means we can install more and more solar panels and can generate green energy. Secondly, we have a lot of vehicles running on the roads and they use these gasoline. So we will expedite in replacing our cars with hybrid cars first and probably short span of time to be replaced it by the electric vehicles itself. And thirdly, research and development has to be expedited in all fields, not just this one. Because we have seen that people started using cooktops. Why we could not expedite the production of cooktops, and apart from this, we could also look for an innovative product at this point of time. So with these solutions and these observations, I close my video, and I hope you must have learned many things right from the supply chain risk planning to developing the capabilities in a supply chain which would ensure the future security of our energy and our people, because we have to take care of this and keep working towards strengthening our supply chains. In future, I hope this crisis do not appear. If appears, we encounter it in the best possible way. So if you have any suggestions with respect to India's energy security, do put in comments and also subscribe my channel if you feel it brings value to you. Thank you so much. Take care.